Welcome back to a brand new box office breakdown show here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Merkel. Welcome back to the channel here. Sorry, I've had no videos for the past week. I did move across the country for college now. I've officially moved in. I'm now settled in. So now I'm giving you your usual set of videos per week. I'll let you know about some more announcements about that at the end of the video. But here in this specific video, guys, we are going to talk about the box office, the top 5 of this past weekend. We had a lot to talk about the 20th to the 22nd. We're also going to look at the top movies overall of the year at the domestic box office, and we're going to look at the worldwide box office. So my name is Matt Berg. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell. If you're new, I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, streaming platform reviews, movie rankings, and this show every single Monday. So please consider subscribing, ringing the bell. We're so close to 100 subscribers. And let's also comment down below your thoughts. Tell me, what movies did you check out this weekend at the box office? In theaters, and like the videos, the thumbs up, guys, down below. That's how you support this channel the best. Let's start talking about movies. So let's talk about first of all, we kick off with the overall weekend box office. And coming in first place for the second consecutive week is Free Guy, a movie that a lot of people, it was not expected to do very well, around the $15 to $18 million range, hit $28 million last weekend. This weekend, it's only a 34% drop for Free Guy. It opens in at 18.7 in its second week. We've seen most blockbusters drop 70% at the box office. And we saw Jungle Cruise drop 55%, and this movie dropped 34%. Now, yes, there was not a lot of competition this week. We only have one new addition to the top 5 this weekend, but still, the fact that it only dropped 33% is a really strong number for Free Guy. Again, Ryan Reynolds has already announced they are in talks with Disney about a sequel. In their 2-week total, they were at $58.8 million domestically. Really good stuff for Free Guy. Let's continue this conversation right now. As we go to the number 2 movie of the weekend, this is the new edition of the weekend. There were 4 new movies that came out, and this is shockingly the only one to make the top 5 list, and that is Paw Patrol, the movie, opening at $13.1 million. So this movie obviously came out against Reminiscence, The Protege, and The Night House. We'll talk about that at the end of this top 5 list, but Paw Patrol, which was released both in theaters and for free with no extra cost on Paramount Plus. So Paw Patrol in second place. In third place, once again, is Jungle Cruise in its 4th week of release. Jungle Cruise making $6.3 million, which is a 32% drop, and Jungle Cruise is now at $92.5 million. Again, this is, as of now, the last movie from Disney to be both premiere access and in theaters. Still to pay $30 for it if you want this on Disney Plus, or go to the theater. This movie has been doing very well, and The Rock has already confirmed talks of a Jungle Cruise 2 with Disney. In 4th place, again, back in the top 5, is Don't Breathe 2 with $5 million, a 52% drop from last weekend. And its 2-week total is around $19.6 million. So Don't Breathe 2 hanging in there. Again, not a big budgeted film. And Don't Breathe 2 still in our top 5. And number 5 spot is Respect from Jennifer Hudson in their second week, $3 million. That's a 57% drop. And that takes its 2-week total to $15.7 million. The big story, obviously, is that the Suicide Squad has already left the top 5 this weekend. We've seen top blockbuster films like a Jungle Cruise, like an F9, like a Black Widow continuously stay in the top 5. Suicide Squad dropped from number 1 of the week to number 5, and now it's completely out of the top 5. Another shocking thing about this weekend, as I just said, Reminiscence barely made $2 million this weekend at the box office. The Night House, The Protege were 7, 8, and 9 this weekend, and the Reminiscence coming in last has become probably the biggest flop this year by far for that movie. So That's this weekend's box office. Let's look at the domestic total, and Black Widow is still in first place, guys, at the domestic box office with $180 million, followed by F9 with 172, A Quiet Place at 160, Godzilla versus Kong at 100. But the next movie that could possibly get to $100 million is at the moment Jungle Cruise. And Jungle Cruise is $8 million away from being the fifth movie, the only fifth movie of the year to hit a century mark. I remember, again, even 2019 movies were coming out and they're making well over $100 million in a weekend. We're looking for films to reach $100 million in its entire run in theaters. That's kind of the state of theaters right now, where the next obviously big thing is to get $200 million. We have some big movies coming out with Candyman this weekend, Shang-Chi next weekend. Can movie theaters come back in a major way? This could be a big sign of it. But Free Guy does enter the top 10, by the way, at the top 10 box office of the year with a $58 million total. That moves into number 9, and The Boss Baby is at number 10. When you look at overall of the year worldwide, does not change from last week. The American films F9, Godzilla vs. Kong, Black Widow, A Quiet Place, Cruella, and The Conjuring 3 are all still in the top 10. Conjuring is at number 10 at the moment. It has fallen down, but F9 far and away the most successful film from the United States worldwide, making $696. So that is this week's box office. A big weekend as Candyman, which has been one of the more anticipated movies for me of the year, one of the most anticipated horror films of the entire year, does release exclusively in theaters this upcoming weekend. I will have a review for that Friday night or Saturday morning. I'm now on the East Coast, so it'll be coming out for you guys if you're on the West Coast earlier now for those reviews. Because I missed my What If review, I was actually on a flight that day. I have watched episode 2 of What If. This upcoming week of What If, I'll do my episode 2 and 3 spoiler review. So I'll do both episodes spoiler review this upcoming week. As I said, Candyman review will be coming out. A lot of reviews are still coming out, guys. I'm sorry for the big gap this week. I was moving across the country from LA to Philadelphia. So here I am in Philadelphia for the next couple of months. I will be still giving you some movie reviews, TV show reviews, and all of these things. You'll feel like the channel hasn't moved across the country. That's how I really do care about this channel. So thank you guys for checking out this video. Like the video, and I'll see you guys soon.